Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I am Amy with Growing Your Faith, and today we will be working on our tag for this video in the Digital Bible Journaling for Beginners series. I hope that you are enjoying this series. If you have just found this video and have not watched some of the others, I highly advise you to head to the playlist and check out the other videos first, because some of this stuff we've already talked about, and so it makes it a little bit easier if you kind of start from the beginning. So this is our tag that or our pocket or whatever that we made the other day, and now we are going to get started on our tag. So we're going to hide that. We're going to turn on our background layer so that we can see, and then we're going to bring up our files. If you don't know anything about where these files are or anything, again, you should go and check out the first video. Everything is on the website. The link for that will be down below as well. And I talked to you about how to organize all of these so that things don't get too confusing with all the free files that I am giving you. So let's drag over everything that we're going to need for today. We're going to need this tag. Let's make this a little bit smaller so we've got some space. We're going to need this tag, and then we are going to need both of our papers again. And then we're going to need this little stamp. Come here, little stamp. And then we're going to need this washi tape down here at the bottom. And we're going to need the stamp right here. Okay, so just like last time, I just kind of put everything that we needed on here so that I had everything all in one place and I can get rid of that side window. Then we can just kind of go through and delete those things. We are going, oh wait, I forgot the lemon slice. We need the lemon slice too. Let me go back and get that. Yeah, here it is. And the lemon slice. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is our background paper. Again, yours does not have to look exactly like mine. If you want to change up the papers or the colors, that is totally fine. But since we have this pink right above our tag here, we're just going to go ahead and create that clipping mask and merge down. So that gives us our tag. This one's going to be super easy just because there's not quite as many different things going on with it as with the other one. So then we're going to use this little stamp here. Whoops, not on the right layer. And we're going to kind of make that small and put it over here. You can kind of put it wherever you want. Oh wait, let's do the other thing first. Let's do our pink paper layer first. Okay, so today I am going to show you how to draw a shape, because we need to create another clipping mask and we need a rectangle on top of here to do that. So we're going to start with our black color, so pick your black, and then we're going to go pick up a monoline type brush, just so that we've got something, you know, just a good brush to make us a rectangle with. And then you're going to want to make sure your size is, oh wait, create your extra layer, sorry, create that layer. You don't want to mess. So create that extra layer to write on. And then we're just going to draw a rectangle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes you have to draw them a couple of times. You see how it created that size for me? Then it's going to say polyline here. And then, but you can edit it to rectangle. Sometimes this doesn't pop up and you have to go back and you have to redo it because it doesn't look like enough of a rectangle for it to consider it a rectangle. So now we can kind of resize it and get it the size that we want. So you can use this as a frame if you want, like recolor it and kind of use it as a frame. I'm going to fill it, because if you don't fill it, then when you do your clipping mask, the only place that there is going to be any design is on this black line here. So we'll fill it like that. And then we're going to put it underneath our polka dot paper here. I'm going to turn our polka dot paper on and create a clipping mask, and there we have that. Now you can, if you don't want the dots this big, you can go in and shrink this paper down. Be careful not to where it's on the black there. So that you can wind up with smaller dots. So you see how I did that? So that's kind of cool because it's clipped to this. You can kind of make those whatever size you want to. Okay. So now that we have that, we're going to merge that down. You can ink around these edges like we did last time if you want to. You'll have to watch the last video where I showed how to do that, but I did not do that on this one. And now we can put our little stamp in here. Now, you see how our stamp is going over the top of this and over the top of this? We don't want that. So we're going to create another clipping mask, but we're going to clip it to this layer so that it's only as big as this layer, okay? So create a clipping mask, and then you can see it's not on that pink and it's not coming off on that white either. Okay, and then you can go ahead and merge that down as well. Okay, now we're going to, let's go ahead and add in our lemon. Make sure you're on the lemon layer. And then I wanted the lemon to be completely on this, but then I want this to be a little centered on that dot. And the easiest way to do that is to go ahead and create that clipping mask so that you can see where the hole is going to be. So create that clipping mask there. And I've got it pretty centered. So I'm just going to move it a little bit here. I might make it a smidge bigger. And then just kind of put that circle in the middle there. So there's our lemon slice. And now we can, I'm going to go ahead and merge that down so it's out of the way. The only time you want to be really careful about whether you're merging or not is if you want more layers to go up underneath that. And sometimes when you're designing things, that's kind of what you want to do. So you don't necessarily want to merge things. But I already know what order I'm putting this in. So it makes it a little bit easier to know when I can clip and when I can't. If you're more comfortable not merging everything together before you get it all laid out, that's totally fine. You can merge everything together later and not even worry about it. Okay, so now I'm going to get my this washi here, and I am going to, wait, I'm on the wrong layer again. And I am just going to cheat a little bit to get rid of it. So the edge of our page is right here. So if I put this over here, then it will just automatically clip that part, all of this off. Okay, so you can just do like that and then click it again and you can see it's gone. So then I'm gonna stick this like right here. And here is another place where you can kind of make a decision on what you want this to look like. So you can clip it to this and have it just on this, or you can clip it to the pink and kind of let it overlap, which is what I did. So I'm going to bring it down to this pink layer. Oh wait, I can't do that. Hold on. I gotta have it above the white layer. So before you do that though, you're going to want to create a shadow. So duplicate it, color the bottom one black. So you can see it's black right here. And then you're going to do your Gaussian blur so that you have a little bit of a shadow. If you want to decrease the opacity a little bit, you can do that. And then you can merge those two together. Okay, so here, if you want to just clip it to this white one, you can. You can just hit clipping mask and it'll clip to the white one. I actually want it clipped to the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a clipping mask on this one, which doesn't change anything on this page. because it's already within that zone, but it means that if I put this up underneath here, it will clip. It's going to clip to that pink one instead of clipping to the white one, because the white one is clipped to the pink one. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of crazy, but that way it stays out here like this, because that's what I wanted. If you don't want that, then you don't have to worry about any of that, and you can just clip it to the white one. Okay, now let's add in our stamp. And I kind of tipped it to the side here like this, and then you can kind of choose what size you want it to be here. I'm going to go with that, and then I am going to, I'm going to add some shadow. So create that clipping mask, merge down, make sure your layer is selected, hit your tool, Gaussian blur, string it over a little bit. That's 5%. And then I'm going to down the opacity. And we have our tag all ready to go. Okay, so now we can start merging these layers. Merge down, or you can pinch, merge down, merge down. So now we have both of our tags done, but we have to save this one. So I'm going to make it just a tad bit bigger first. And then turn off the background. And I'm just going to save it as an image just because that's what I did with the last one. And I will show you how to pull in an image. Okay, so now we're going to go to our gallery. And we're going to hit add. And we're going to scroll down until we see an 8.5 by 11 page. Okay. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go to this tool, and we're going to go to canvas, and we're going to turn on the drawing guide. And this gives us all these little blocks. Then we're going to edit our drawing guide. So we want our grid size to be in inches, and we want it to be 1 inch. Okay, so that gives us 1 inch blocks, 1 inch by 1 inch blocks, and then hit done. This helps us to size our things without, because you can't really size it on here unless you have something like this. Okay, then we're going to go to our tool, and we're going to hit add, and we're going to hit insert photo. And you can see both of our photos are here. So we'll just add this one in, and we can kind of decide how tall we want it. So let's say we want it 6 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll just drag it down to this line here and put it just like that. And then we can go ahead and grab that other one, insert a photo, grab our tag here. And I'm going to go and make sure that this is only 4 this time instead of 4.5. I think I tried to make it 6, and so then this was too much. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now this one is 4 inches so that it'll fit into a little box or whatever. Now that you have them as the size that they need to be, you can kind of move them wherever you want so that you have more space to add in other things. I usually try to be careful around my edges because you don't want to get in that non-print area. And then we can start duplicating and adding some more, and then maybe making them, maybe I'm trying to change the whole canvas here. Maybe make them a little bit smaller. So maybe we only want it 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. So we can have a couple little that are just under 4 inches. And then we can duplicate that layer and add in a couple more if we want. And the nice thing about these grids is you can see them over the top of your designs, which is kind of nice. Maybe I can get, I don't know if I can get 3 in here. I don't think I can. Let's just delete that one. Oops. I do. Okay. Now let's duplicate this one and put a couple of these in here. I'm going to turn it, and you can use this little number guide here to see when you're straight. and then we're gonna resize it and make it smaller. I think I'm actually gonna see if I can fit 2 on here. One nice thing that you can do is, so I can get this right here, which I actually have enough space for it. But if you have one layer selected and then you kind of toggle that one that direction, then you've like created this group. You can group them if you want to, but you don't have to. But now they're both selected, so when I hit this, then I can move them both, which makes things a little bit easier, especially if they were too big and I needed to shrink both of them and I wanted them to be the same size. I could shrink them and they would then they would both fit and they would both be the same size because I was shrinking them the same amount, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we have our PDF all ready to go. So we're gonna hit Tools, and then we are going to hit Share, and we're gonna hit PDF right here. And you can click any of these. I always click Best. And then you can save it to Files. And then you're gonna wanna put it back into your digital journaling file. You can name it right here. So if you click on Untitled Work, you can scratch that out, and you can either type or you can tags 1. And then, so you can either write it or you can type it and then hit Save. Your export is successful. Then you can go to your files. You can go to your files and you can see it's right here. If you click on it, then it pulls it up. You can hit Share, and then you can hit Print, and you can print it out just like that. And then once you have that done, you can cut them out and you can do all kinds of really neat things. Like I told you at the beginning of last week's video, these can go into your Bibles as tip-ins. They can go into cards. They can go into Happy Mail. You can send them in swaps. You can put them into junk journals. There's so many things that you can do with these things that you have created in Procreate. And that's the nice thing about working like this, because it's super flexible. And it's a fun way to journal. It's low maintenance. It's easy. It's an easy way for you to kind of get in a little bit of craft time without having to take out a whole bunch of stuff and make a mess. Or maybe you're on the go and you can create these things on the go. But then when you get back home, you can still put them into your Bible. Like you can create a whole Bible page on here and then glue the whole Bible page into your Bible. So it's just a really nice way to Bible journal or junk journal or any of those types of things, or even just creating cards for friends and stuff like that. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see your creations. If you would like to share those, you can share those in the group Growing Your Faith one page at a time. The link will be down in the description below. We have more videos coming up, so make sure you like and subscribe so that you get notified when they come out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.